PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steelers setting. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken it. And that's the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down, being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith. And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Well, good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early. And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Brandon, this is why play callers get the big bucks. This wasn't a 4th and inches call. You get into situations like 4th and 3, 4th and 4. You've got a tough decision to make. Very gutsy play here, and they pick up the 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw is Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. A spin, and Hill running right through it. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
These two. Set. Black 80. Show that bench release and go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, 4 down. Set. White 80. Double.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. James has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Double. Set. Blue 30.
First carry for James Conner. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. Blue 30.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And an alley now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. They'll run here with Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Ryan's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Ryan, and that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's go.
To throw on second down. Ryan, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
22. Get up.
And the blitz does come. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Yeah, baby. Set. Black 20. Step out.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4 down, 4 down. Navy.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion. Plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Here we go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the interception, here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Time for a break. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's got Sanu. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 31 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his... And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Everyone's got Kings. Eight.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, let's go. 11.
Ryan wants to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Devontae Freeman looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.